Hey, I'm Ben, and coming up, who is Trump's great daughter, the reflecting pool algae drama, and Britain's Keir Starmer resigns? All that and more. But first, in Kentucky, 2 people are facing charges after detectives say they found a bag labeled "definitely not a bag full of drugs" that contained suspected narcotics, according to Laurel County officials. Which also must be why my wife doesn't believe the bag that I have labeled "definitely not dick pills." It's News Dump. Welcome back. Every day this week I gave myself an hour a day on the internet just to scroll, see what people are talking about, and then log off and write jokes. This is my weekly show to share what I came up with and get better at writing in front of whoever shows up. And, of course, with zero budget. Alright, let's get to more news. This weekend, Trump posted an old photo of a random blonde woman, captioned it, "Great daughter, my honor," and it wasn't Ivanka, it wasn't Tiffany. Turned out to be a 25-year-old picture of Margot Katzimatidis. Guess I'm pronouncing that right. So it could be the dementia, or Donald Trump just released the Epstein files himself. Margot, blink twice if you're okay. Still in the news this week is Donald Trump's renovation of the reflecting pool. It continues to be a major snafu and it's making him angrier. Remember a few weeks ago when I said how ironic it is that Trump built the swamp he talked about draining? Of course you don't. No one watches this show. There was an interesting little detail that emerged this week though, and that's that the contractor came out and said the reflecting pool is covered under warranty, which means somewhere there's a receipt. And I still have some questions, and I put chapters into this video if you don't want to stick around while I hyperfixate on this, but otherwise buckle up. Did they register the product? Did somebody get extended warranty at checkout? Were we offered Apple Care for algae, and Trump went, "No, I'm good, I'll ride dirty"? And where did he keep the box? Everyone knows you need the original packaging. The fix, by the way, the contractor says you have to drain it and refill it. That's not a repair. That's turning the national monument off and back on again. We are factory resetting the Lincoln Memorial. So now, I'm picturing some poor bastard from the Park Service on hold. Your call is important to us. Press 1 for monuments. Press 2 if your monument is currently green. Please continue to hold. A representative will reflect on your call shortly. Not only that, a warranty covers defects. It does not cover vandalism. Vandalism is the thing they put in the contract so they don't have to pay. So the second Trump screamed vandals, he is voiding the free repair. He would rather jail a man than file a claim that admits the paint was bad. Which brings me to the exclusions, because you know what else voids a warranty? Unauthorized modifications. Tampering by a party not approved by the manufacturer, and last Friday, a 67-year-old Olympian reached into that pool and went straight to the slammer for being an unauthorized service provider. But wait, there's more. The peeling paint is one no-bid contract. There's a second one. The job to kill the algae, $1.7 million, also no bid, went to a company called Green Water Services, and it turned the pool green, which they told you it would in the name. And the man who owns Green Water is one John Cafaro, a Trump donor, a Mar-a-Lago neighbor, and lives less than a mile from the president. And, of course, a 2-time felon. One of the felonies was bribing a congressman, so he fits right in with the MAGA crowd. Trump once called him a fantastic man, which, about a convicted briber, is just a glowing reference. This is him, fat Tony looking motherfucker. And look, powerful man, pool boy, it's a tradition around here. Ask Jerry Falwell Jr. He met his pool boy at a Miami Fontainebleau in 2012 and is a 20-year-old attendant named John Carlo. And it cost him the affair and the cover-up and eventually the entire evangelical empire he ran. Kingmaker of the Christian right, undone by a cabana boy. So Trump, ever the innovator, looked at that and found a way to make the pool boy scandal even dumber. No affair, no toured hotel saga, just $1.7 million, a no-bid contract, and a national monument the color of week-old green smoothie. Falwell at least got a love triangle. Trump bought a pool and it came with a free cuck chair. No other man required. So I guess that's the play. Hand your friends the no-bid millions, let them have their way with the place, and stick the bill to the guy holding the skimmer. We're not citizens, we're America's pool boy. And the second the pool boy reaches in to point at the problem, 5 hours in cuffs. I'd probably be a lot happier if I didn't think about stuff like this. All right. Meanwhile, in Britain, Sir Keir Starmer resigned as Prime Minister this week. Us Yanks might not know much about him, so to catch everyone up, before politics he was the country's chief prosecutor, the top one, even knighted for it. He's a man who spent his entire career believing in evidence, due process, and the verdict. So this week, when his own party turned on him and told him the jury was in, he walked out in front of Downing Street and accepted it. In his words, with good grace. A man who spent his whole life respecting due process, whose political career just got ended by natural causes. I like the sound of natural causes. Also out of the UK, and what a headline this is, pet ferrets kept as therapy animals at the UK's largest children's prison have been co-opted by managers to kill rats. And a union is calling for the end to the practice. Who the hell wrote that? Did they just get AI to spit out a bunch of words? This after a boy who looks after the ferrets witnessed an inappropriate and potentially distressing savaging of a screaming rat. Jesus. Well, back in my day, when I was in children's prison, we had to kill the rat ourselves. I mean, the snitch. I mean, to time out Tommy. He was a rat bastard, that one. Okay, I was hoping for a fun, lighthearted story to bring this video home, but the Pentagon has officially lost its war against flu shots. That's right. After a flu outbreak at an Air Force base in Texas, the Department of Defense is folding on its vaccine optional policy. It's like leadership wants our military to be all-natural warriors like the ancient Greeks. Well, if we want a squadron of all-natural Greek warriors, fine. But if we're doing it Greek, do it right. The warriors in the sacred band of Thebes were undefeated for 40 years. So oil up, soldier, because nothing motivates a man in battle like fighting next to his boyfriend. That's a fun little detail Zack Snyder left out. Alright, those are my jokes. I think I fucked around on the reflecting pool too much this week. Whoopsies. Got better one-liners than the ones I came up with? Leave them in the comments. Also, you should like and subscribe. But for now, it's time for me to log off. Cheers, bye.